Hans had a beautiful garden that he loved dearly. Everyone knew him as a kind and helpful man. His best friend was the rich miller. But the miller constantly asked Hans for favors, and Hans could never bring himself to refuse his friend. One day, the miller saw the beautiful flowers in Hans's garden. "A true friend shares his flowers with me," he said. Hans felt sad, but he still gave him a bunch of flowers. Instead of thanking him, however, the miller wanted even more. When winter came, there was nothing left in Hans's garden. The miller's storeroom, however, was full of food. Hans was hungry, but his friend did not help him. One day, he even came and asked, "Could you give me some flour?" Hans granted this request too. Then the miller gave him an old wheelbarrow. "I am giving this to you," he said. Hans was very happy. But the miller immediately added, "You can repair it and then help me with my work." When spring arrived, Hans began working in his garden again. But the miller called him every day for a new task. Hans left his own work behind and helped his friend. The miller claimed that this was what true friendship was all about. One day, the miller asked Hans to carry some heavy sacks. Hans was tired, but he agreed once again. By evening, he could not even return to his own garden. The miller did not care about his exhaustion and immediately gave him another task. That night, heavy rain began to fall. Hans had to go outside to finish the miller's work. As he pushed the wheelbarrow, he could hardly see the road. Still, he continued because he believed his friend was waiting for him. Suddenly, Hans slipped and fell to the ground in the darkness. The wheelbarrow rolled away too. Hans tried to stand up, but he was completely exhausted. The storm showed no sign of stopping. That night, something terrible happened to the little gardener. When the miller heard what had happened the next day, he pretended to be sad. But what he really thought about was his wheelbarrow. He should have taken better care of it, he said. It became clear that Hans was not a friend to him, but only a helper. Hans's story taught everyone an important lesson. True friendship is not about constantly taking, but also about giving. A true friend does not use you. A true friend cares about you, supports you, and stays by your side when times are hard.